the sunrise from Mount St. Michael, and we're now leaving it. And it was interesting to see. We're gonna go catch a bus. Looks like the bus is coming. Good for me. And that is a picture of the bus leaving, which I did not make. So not happy. It's so cold right now. Another picture of the sunrise. And there's the little place. So now I gotta wait, I think, like 6 minutes, 7 minutes for a bus in the cold. I don't have gloves or a hat. Shit. And I made the next bus, and there we go. Bye bye Mount St. Michael. Very interesting. Cool little town. You open up bars 24/7, 365. So now we are on our way to Normandy Beaches. We'll hit the museums. There's like 4 or 5 of them, so that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll hit the Air Museum first, then Utah, then Omaha. There is Mount St. Michael. And yeah, so we got about an hour and a half drive. And there's some fields. There's a nice little sunrise. Cool little music in the background. It's been an exciting journey. Halfway through it. So I made it to the Airborne Museum, and there's the church. It's got a little guy, top left. And there's the town. There's another little thing. And now we're going to the Airborne Museum. So here we have the old Sherman tank, which was the United States tank of the war. It was smaller, more agile, but definitely not as powerful as the Tiger tank, and therefore never really wanted to go head to head with it. But every once in a while it could outmaneuver it, and if it could get behind it, it was successful. And you can see it's got a short little barrel to it. They did modify that and make it a little bit bigger once they realized that they needed more firepower. Alright, going into the first building. That's a pretty cool map showing all the routes for the boats and for the airborne. And where they came from, where they were going. So here we have a Waco glider. This thing was towed to take off and flown in tow all the way over to France and basically let go. And that's pretty much the end of it. The tail here would come off so you can get the troops out and get the jeeps out, or the artillery. And the nose would also pop up for the same purpose. It would detach. I think a few of them were recovered just because it was just too risky to go get them. They pretty much all burned at the spot. As you can see, not many controls. Very, very empty. Alright. So the Airborne Museum was pretty cool. I did not know the paratroopers of the 82nd and 101st were the first to touch soil in France and begin the invasion. I always thought it was on the beaches. But we are on our way to Utah Beach now, and we'll see how that one goes. So here we are at Utah Beach. There's the museum stuff. That's the parking lot. And we are gonna go play on the sand. Look at some museum stuff. So I just went through the Utah Beach Museum. Really cool stuff. whole bunch of uniforms, and basically everything that was going on or brought into the war, or what the soldiers had, both sides. And the little video of Utah Beach, how it went horribly wrong from the get-go. Here's there's a storm on the beach with, I think they fit something like 60 men, I think, per boat, something like that. They crammed them in there, that's for sure. Alright, Utah Beach, here we go. So it's a pretty big beach. And I would imagine it's low tide. It smells like a beach. Oh, look, honey, shells. Well, I'm leaving Utah Beach, and going up to Pointe du Hoc, or Pointe du Hoc, or Pointe du Ho, or however they pronounce it. And then Omaha Beach. And yeah, pretty surreal so far. Great information. Thought I knew a lot about D-Day. I know more now. And yeah, so about 25 miles or so, half an hour, I'll be at the other place. So here we are at Pointe du Ho, and kind of cool. They've got 2 American flags flying. It's pretty cool. Interesting. So here we are at Pointe du Hoc, and we are basically looking at a cliffside invasion. So in other words, these men literally climbed up a cliff to take this point. Alright, so on our little walk of Pointe du Hoc, or Pointe du Ho, still haven't figured out how to pronounce it. I've heard the American on the video that it was Pointe du Hoc, and a whole bunch of French people say Pointe du Ho. Anyway, first stop on our map is aerial craters. So basically, this is what we were bombing and created the craters. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of them out there. And that's our first bunker we're going to come to over here. As you can see, there's the water. Wow. Big bombs. Big bombs. Give you a little bit more size and depth of one of the craters that we created with our bombs. Things are huge. As you can see, there's not really any beach here or anything like that. It literally is just a cliff. And yeah, let's just climb a rope. And at the top of that rope's gotta be guys with guns. You'll be fine. No problems. Oh, and also, if you fail, the mission fails. So, yeah, don't fail. It's just fucking crazy. Here's a bunker. Assuming the top has been blown off. I'm guessing that's where the gun stood. Coming down, coming down. Oh, wow. Check this shit out. It's a little wet. I'd say so. Let's see. Oh wow, it is just as dark can be. This is really cool. Obviously you can't see any of that. It is just a big old bunker in the ground. Let's see what kind of picture we can get up top here. See? Falling off a cliff. Don't do it. Don't fall off a cliff. Wow. So yeah. Land on a stony beach. Climb a freaking mountain. And we just bomb the shit out of these guys. Yeah, so there's a gun that would pop out. There's us bombing the shit out of the point. That's where we're at. And there they are, climbing up. That is crazy. I mean, I get it, you know, some smart guy thinks up the plan, you know, but if he had to do it, I'm sure he'd probably reconsider, but since he didn't have to do it, and then the people that believed in him followed him, and they just did what they were told to do, and somehow it all worked out. I guess there's crazy smart men that weren't really there, had to believe that their men actually could do it. That's probably usually what wins the war. Smart men knowing what their men can and can't do. Alright, so I mean, it looks like they never filled in anything, which obviously is pretty cool. Wow, there's a deep one right here. Oof, there's that deepy. Another bunker over there. So like the video was saying inside, when some of the men got to the top, they were expecting big guns, and a lot of them. And there was not that many. They had been moved. Probably due to the fact that they knew they were going to get bombed. Ah, there's a huge fucking gun there. Pardon the French. Get it? I'm in France. It's got meaning now. So I think we'll probably just rotate among that 360 degrees and fire away. Here comes some, I'm sure that's a picturesque point. Let's see if it's got a name for it. It's the Ranger Mount Monument. To be honest, the French definitely have done either an amazing job because of the money or an amazing job because of remembrance of this D-Day event. I mean, 50 miles of beach. Wow, look at this, right on top of a bunker. 50 miles of beach that we had to cover. That is some serious crazy. So that's probably what it should have looked like all the way around. That's what we blew a hole in. You can see the holes on the back. Oh wow. Big guns, little guns. And nice shot of the cliffside. Some cool rock formation there. Got a little bunker right down in there. Oh, this little bomb guy right here. So close to hitting that. Hitting this. Oh, look. I saw the barbed wire. Ain't that crazy? Wow. We had to take this cliff. That is crazy. It says the same thing on the other side, just in French. Alright. Let's go down in this bunker and see what that's all about. Probably for ammunitions or something along those lines. Maybe those quarters. Same sign doing the same thing from outside. Wow, that wood was on fire. It's crazy, this whole room was on fire probably. This is a name board, yes. These are the people that died here. Holes. Oh. So they can't really fire down anyone in the clip once I get up here. Oh. Look from inside the bunker. Steel door. That is steel, alright. We were in here, you were in here. Alright, let's go see the rest of the point. On our way to another bunker. So if I'm reading the map right, this is a bunker that was under construction at the time of D-Day. So obviously not yet complete or not yet useful, but under construction. That's where the gun would have gone. You can see the steel, the rebarb. So cool. Let's go see what the other side looks like. Well, can't really get to the other side, so I'll just go up here to see what the view looks like from up here. Yep. Gun casements. And you can see down there, looks like they're at another bunker going. Pretty fascinating seeing all this history. I mean, I watched a shit ton of it when I was a kid because my dad always had it on TV. So I always knew about it. I knew there was different beaches. I knew there was different phases of the attack. I knew some of the major details. This one, climbing up the mountain, I'm sure I've seen that, but I honestly can't say I remember it. Watching those videos. But now that I'm walking the beaches and actually here, I mean, it's like it's cemented into my mind now. I may never forget this stuff. Oh, let's see. More bunkers here. Yeah. There's a big one. Bunkers there, bunkers everywhere. More barbed wire. This is a gun bunker. Oh yeah, by the way, a little side note. Thousands of years from now, that will be something along the lines of the Fountain of Youth. Because people will think it's a fountain or a pool that nature made. I have no idea. It would be kind of cool to have wizards and fairies come back into the world. They had a hospital bunker here. No kidding. Oh, here's a fun fact. They have a sacrifice gallery. Personal stories of Allied that made the Allied victory possible. 225 men participated in the Pointe du Hoc mission. 90 were still able to bear arms when relieved on June 8th. Wow, 225 men. Just over half. Couldn't go on after 2 days. That's impressive. It's like ruins. There's just colossal ruins. It was blowing stuff up. Oh. Must be 2:30. I'm getting a text from Hope. She's finally waking up. 8:30 on the East Coast. Alright. Let's see what we got up here. There's more ruins. Yeah, there it goes all the way out over there. This whole area bombed. Alright, so here we are at Omaha Beach. In Omaha Beach. Pretty big beach, as you can see. I think Brad's been here before. Can't really remember where he went to in Normandy, but I would imagine he would have come here. First U.S. Infantry Division. No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great. Duty first. Forged, Omaha Beach. At dawn, 6 June. That's pretty crazy. The Allied forces landing on this shore, which they call Omaha Beach, liberated Europe, June 6, 1944. And there's a nice little memorial there. Let's see what that's all about. The brave created this sculpture to honor the courage of these men, sons, husbands, fathers, who endure the often sacrifice their lives to the hope of freedom. Wings of hope, rise to freedom. Wings of fraternity. Well, that's very nice. They're very nice of the French. Ugh. That's pretty cool. So again, here I am at Omaha Beach, beneath one of these, I don't know if they're the wings of the Freedom Side or the whatever. Anyway, I dug a hole. And I'm gonna put my dad in this little beach thing. Oh, it's upside down. There you go. Little beach thing in the hole. That way we can always be here. I love it so much. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Have fun, Dad. There he is. Buried at Omaha Beach. So, facing the monument, he's on the left side, behind the third thing, whatever you want to call it. So, back at Amaroche, this is where the naval, what do they call them? Ports. They made 2 ports. I think one over there, one over here. This was literally all sand. In fact, the one you can see closest here, and those 2 were totally out of the water. In fact, I think even beyond that was where the sand went. So it is obviously high tide. And just waiting for the museum to open up right now. As you can see, the weather's not as good as the other days. There's some nice cliffs over there. There's the museum. So when that opens up at 10 o'clock, we'll hit that up. So, I just got done with the Amaroche 360 movie. That was alright. Nice pictures and everything, but it's a 360-degree film room. So no, I wasn't gonna break my neck, so I didn't see like 2 screens behind me at any time. But anyway, Gold Beach is now done. I saw the harbors that they made, and we're now going on to Juno Beach. Alright, so we're walking out of the Canadian Museum. I'm gonna walk down to Juno Beach. The names, flags, military equipment. Looks like some sort of anchorage system. We got a bunker over here. I'm assuming that was made by the Germans. Oh. Locked the door. Oh, it's a tight one. Well, I can't really see out of this. But you can see how tight that one is. Oh. Ow. Ah. Oh. That's a bunker. Alright. Juno Beach. Looks like the tide's starting to go out. So down that way is Gold Beach, past the point. And over past somewhere over there is Sword Beach. So that was Juno Beach, and now we are on our way to Sword Beach, the last of the beaches, and then back to La Havre. So here we are at Sword Beach, our last and final beach. This is the only beach I've seen so far that has some nice beachfront houses, literally right across, and I'm sure those are open in the summertime. Got houses all up and down the road here. That's the memorial right there. I'm gonna go check it out. I understood some of it, not all of it. So this is where the French landed. Which kind of makes sense because all the writing is in French, where thus far all the writing has been in both French and also English. That is very interesting. The French beach is in French only. Very interesting. Some sand dunes. Oh, boardwalk or something? Kind of nice. And I believe in 2014, the 70-year anniversary, they did a commemorative anniversary here on this beach. The French did. I could see why they have houses up here, beachside houses. Lots of nice beach. Some houses there for stowing your stuff. More stowing stuff houses. That's just a dune. Some more dunes down there. All right. Well, this concludes my invasion of France, or my D-Day trail. It was very interesting seeing all the beaches that my dad used to watch endless hours of TV on. He was obsessed by it. I think because it had combined both the air, land, and sea invasion parts of war. He always enjoyed that. But I definitely have a deeper appreciation for D-Day. And yeah, I'm glad I did this. Well, talk to you later.